Public access, charter cable television, Locks of Love. And Johnny, if you're ready, we'll let you cut the hair. Hopefully, he'll cut it.
Kenny, I didn't wait 5 years to give you a trim, brother.
You did it. You did it.
Now the real work begins.
Where do we do this at?
Right down there. All right. We'll be right back.
Complete the haircut. And oh, look at the fans come down now.
Look at that.
To
say goodbye to the remaining tufts of hair.
Finish it off. 5 years of growth, Johnny. We'll see you again in 2010. I'm only going to let it go 3 years this time, and then I'll cut it. Yeah, I'm going to regrow it. For the children. For the kids.
Kenny, for the viewers out there, explain to them what Locks of Love is. And
I'll tell you what. Why don't we just come right back? Coming back, I just had to get some information here. Locks of Love. Locksoflove.org is an organization to help children that have lost their hair from a rare disease that causes their hair to fall out. Hair that is colored or permed is acceptable. Hair cut years ago is usable if it has been stored in a ponytail or braid. Hair that has been bleached is not usable. Hair that is swept off the floor is not usable. Hair that is shaved off and not in a ponytail or braid is not usable. Curly hair may be pulled straight to measure the minimum 10 inches. 10 inches measured tip to tip is the minimum length needed for a hairpiece. There's no maximum length. The hair must be clean and completely dry before it is mailed. And again, locksoflove.org. They're based in Florida, Fort Worth, Florida. I'm sorry, Lake Worth, Florida. Gray hair will be accepted and sold at fair market value to offset the manufacturing cost.
oh,
So,
really?
yeah. And then I've got a form here to fill out. And let's see what else we have. Hair is needed from men and women, young and old, all colors and races. There is no maximum length you can donate. It's estimated that 80% of all donations come from children who wish to help other children. And again, it's for the kids. It's for the kids.
Well, Kenny, I got to give you credit, though. You know, it's a big thing you did, and I know how attached you were to your hair, and by golly, he did it.
You know, John, there's been a lot of stereotypes attached to guys with long hair, and I heard a lot of them. And yeah, I got a little bit of, took a little bit of
Black.
yeah, for it, and you know, so be it. And tell you what, it's but it was time. It was time. And I've got 3 more years to grow back enough to donate another ponytail, John.
There you go, brother.
So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Gotta have you take your glasses off.
Oh, all right.
So how does it feel, though?
It feels great.
Does it feel later?
Feels great. I can't wait to wash it for the first time and not have to wait 6 hours for it to dry.
Is that about how long it took for your hair to dry?
Well, I don't use a hair dryer for a variety of reasons. Number one, it just takes up a heck of a lot of electricity. And it's just, I don't know. I don't like blowing hot air on my head.
I got you there, brother.
It's just a personal thing, that's all. But, so yeah, I dried my hair, air dried it for the past 5 years, and it was a real challenge. Yeah, now I can go home, wash my hair, dry it real quick, and go to bed rather than staying up till midnight.
That's nice. What would happen if you fell asleep with it wet? Would it be all bunched up? And
Never really happened. I never went to bed with wet hair.
Oh, wow, really?
I always dried it. But
No, that's impressive, Ken.
again, locksoflove.org. Encourage you to look into it and participate. And if you can just send a donation to help, that's fine. You don't have to send hair. They're a nonprofit organization. Again, they make wigs out of hair that's a minimum of 10 inches, no maximum length. And they make wigs for children that, and I don't know the rare disease that some of these kids develop, where their hair falls out. To the best of my knowledge, they're normal kids with but their hair falls out. Again, locksoflove.org. Yeah.
Well, Kenny, by the way, brother, there's a birthday that just is one day upon from us. And it's Kenny K's birthday. And along with Kenny K's birthday, it's also Andre the Hawk Dawson's birthday.
Yesterday, July 8th, Sunday, my mother had a birthday party for me. John showed up, other friends, family members. John's gift, I thought it was a deck of cards. And it was. It was a deck of baseball cards, a variety of different cards of Andre the Hawk Dawson, who I share a birthday with, July 10th. And I was blown away. A lot of different cards when he was an Expo, a Cub. And it was great. And through the years, you know, John and I
Sort of had a running joke about Kenny and Andre sharing the same birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
And Alyssa, she kept saying all weekend I was looking through boxes upon boxes. Why are you doing this? I said, it's something that only Kenny will understand.
Yeah.
And he opened it up and he understood all right.
Yeah. Andre the Hawk Dawson.
And a good viewer of ours, Greg Dudek, who should have been here, Greg, he asked, he should be in the Hall of Fame. 400. He rattled off the homers, the RBIs, the hits, and should he be in the Hall of Fame? I would say he was the quintessential outfielder in his prime when he had legs before the turf ate it up, and I think he should be, Kenny. He should be considered heavily for it.
Well, I'm sure Silverfish is well aware of this. I know he is. But Andre Dawson won the MVP, I believe it was 89, when he was with the Chicago Cubs, and they finished last. Might have been, was it 89, John?
87, Ken.
87.
49 homers.
Won the MVP award, most valuable player, with his team, the Chicago Cubs, finishing last. And I don't know, I'm sure it hasn't happened since where a last place team has had the MVP
Maybe
on their
Cal
team.
Ripken did it once, so I'm trying to think, but the thing about Dawson that year is nobody would sign him as a free agent. Collusion was going on, so he offered the Cubs a contract, a blank contract, said you fill in the blank and I'll play for that much. They put in $500,000, which was probably $1.5 million below market value. He signed and played for $500,000. So, you know, I mean, that's how he ended up with the Cubs.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted to play there to help his knees. No one was offering contracts, so he turned the table on the Cubs and said, here, you put in what you'll be willing to pay me. And people like Lance Parrish went through the same thing that year, and, you know, but I think really, when you look at Andre Dawson was going to be, there was Ellis Valentine, Warren Cromartie, and Andre Dawson. Dawson was the third that was supposed to be the third best of the outfielders. In the end, he was the best, you know. And it's just good stuff when you really look at his career.
We do not have the camera on a tripod. Well, in a way, it is a tripod. It's a human tripod, John Winter. You getting tired yet? We'll take a break. We'll show you the finished product here.
Your hair's turning out pretty damn
Yeah,
good.
we'll be back in just a sec.